And welcome back to Queen's Quest, everyone. I'm out here in Baldwinsville, New York, getting ready for the Syracuse Open. Brand new course to me, Van Buren. We're going to get started here on hole one, 462 foot downhill, about 40 feet, par three. Throw a couple warm up shots and get going. Okay, doing all right. How are you guys doing? Yeah, first look right here.
I wonder, I'm guessing this is all OB like it was last time. I got kind of screwed by your Super 1 last time.
This is that beat in Thunderbird I threw. It was the third shot. Likely what I want to do, just get it a little further right, but I got a circle two look. Oh, good win for that one. I thought I hit it. Well, that's all right. Looks like three is going to be good to start on this one. Hole two. Looks like we've got a 572 foot par four with the OB line down the right side and a Mando tree right here I've got to stay left of. I haven't seen the basket yet, so I'm just going to go Centurion and try to keep it left, stay away from that OB line, but not too far left into the wood line. I think I like that. Yeah, I didn't hear anything either, so we'll go see if I'm in a good spot or not. That Centurion worked out very nicely. See two baskets here. I'm throwing to the blue basket. So I'd love to do that shot again. Gonna go with the AVR X3 up shot. A little bit of wind out here today, but nothing too bad. And that should play nicely. Looks like there is a little bit of a drop off behind this basket as well. Nothing too crazy, but as you can see, if you just get 2 feet into the woods, you're gonna have a tough time moving. On to hole three, par three, 320 feet downhill. Again, we're going to that blue basket. Got a little bit of a headwind here. This looks like a pretty fun shot. A little bit of headwind. I'm going to go with this Lane King glow reactor. A little nose down, a little bit of Annie. Try to keep it pretty much straight for the flight. That's higher than I wanted, and I pulled it. I want to throw something else. I didn't like that. I'm going to disc up a little bit and go with this new cigar I put in the bag last week. Try to handle that headwind well and make sure I can keep it low. Yeah, still too much to the left. A little tricky here, a little tricky. Got an Athena as well. I haven't thrown it as much as this Sagara, but I think it's a little more stable. Oh yeah, definitely more stable. Still higher than I wanted, but what a kick. Got a pretty cool little bowl green down here. Get down here, you should have a putt. I got lucky with this Athena and it got down here. Hole 4, 431 foot par 4. But we've got this OB creek all the way down the right side that looks pretty tight. I'm going to start with Centurion. Play it as the par 4. Go towards that dark tree in the center. That looks like it's over halfway there. That's a pretty lucky kick, it seems like. Stayed in bounds. I don't want to hit that tree. I'm going to throw a Mako 3 also. Yeah, I think at 431, either of those are going to play, but let's not hit stuff. All right, down here by the Mako 3. It looks like we got pretty much a peninsula over there. The creek looks like it wraps around to the right and behind it as well. But I'm far enough. I can approach with my putting putters right here. I didn't make that look pretty, but it's right there at the basket. So just stay in bounds off the tee, easy birdie. Here we are at hole 5, 503 foot par 4. You can see the sign there. It's got 488. I think we're going to have a long basket just across the creek, making it a little bit longer. So there's some OB down there as well. You can see the gap. I think I want to hit it moving to the right, so I'm going to throw a Firebird. I think that's what I want. Let's go find out. So I was a little bit tricked by the T sign. On the right side of your screen, you can see the basket across the creek that I thought was longer. But actually, if you look on the left side of your screen, just to the right of that big stump or half tree, whatever you want to call it, there's a blue basket over there behind that next row of trees, which I'm going to be playing to. So a little bit straighter off the tee. I don't want to move to the right. There is a line you can see straight to the basket on the left side of this half stump tree. But this still isn't too bad. I may stick with Firebird just to make sure I don't go too far. You can see though there's some OB Creek in between me and the basket up there. Yeah, that should be just fine. Yeah, right at it. Okay, so here's that straight hallway I was talking about. You can almost see the tee up there, but not quite. It's up there out in the open to the left. And that shot I just threw that I thought was right at it is actually about circle's edge here. So I still got a little bit of a putt. Just snuck it in there. On to hole 6. 507 par 4 OB line down the right that splits from hole 2 from a while ago. I can see it straight ahead there. Just some kind of bushes to stay out of. Looks pretty straightforward. Got to throw a little nose up to miss these first bushes and try to stay left. I don't know. It looks like you might have to go up for the second shot too. Yeah. We'll see. Looks fine to me. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be one of the eagleable ones for some of the bigger arms. I'll just try to get my easy birdie, not one I can reach. Trying out some new discs. I've got Onyx the Frisbee Dog and A5 here, a stable approach disc. It's soft, so when it hits the ground, it's just going to hit. It shouldn't go anywhere. And I can throw a little spike up there. Boom, spike on it. Here we are at hole 7, 311 foot lefty par 3. What? So you can't really see it, but on the other side of all this bush line is a pond. So don't go right. The basket doesn't look all that close to the pond, and it's also on a little knoll. So if you hit short, I think it's going to just stop. I'm going to throw Firebird just to make sure I get the distance. Yeah, I think I wanted to hyzer just a little bit earlier, but I think it stayed out of the long wood line. All right, so the water is actually not inside the circle up here. It's pretty far out. As long as you make this gap, you shouldn't have to worry about the water. I did just barely stay on the edge here. Okay, here we are at hole 8, 309 foot par 3. It moves to the right, but I don't know if it's a righty or a lefty hole. I don't see too much of a line. There's an inside turnover line, it looks like, for a righty, but then there's a row of trees. I'm going to try to throw a high stall shot. The last tree you can see on the right with sun on it, I want to go just around that and stall real hard to the right. But it's a pretty funny angle. I'm going to try this felon, see what happens. I think I hit that tree I was trying to go around. I'll try it with my Firebird too. That looked like it was pretty close to what I wanted to do. Yeah. Oh, that helped out. All right. Well, I went around that tree and hit something else. Like I said, I'm not sure it's a righty or a lefty hole. Well, both of them landed in a pretty similar spot. The felon was just further right, harder to show you the rest of the fairway, but this is just past that tree, so easy par. Small chance for 2. On to the last hole of the front 9. 340 foot par 3, tight gap. You can just see the basket on the right side of that gap up there. It's like we've got a new tee pad here. Recently extended. I'm going to go with this Sagara right towards that last tree on the left and fade right before it. Just a little inside. Man, that was close. All right, so I'm going to throw that Centurion too. More of a straight flyer. That Sagara, I'm trying to put flat to fly straight. This, I throw on a hyzer to fly straight. Oh, that's the one. Ooh, nice tree kick at the end too. I like that. The Sagara was there on the right side for an easy up and down, but the Centurion is right here for an easy tap in. Much preferred. Thank you guys for joining me for that front 9 of Queen's Quest out here at Van Buren Park in Baldwinsville, New York, getting ready for the Syracuse Open. if you make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and we'll get you out here for a back nine.